The force has awakened with the Oakland Raiders. 2016 will be a different year for the Oakland Raiders. I didn't stutter. I did not stutter. The #1 team in the AFC. I will tell you right now, the Raiders are back.
We need some really big rings. I got a really big team, man. What a time to be alive. You and yours versus me and mine. Are we talking teams? Are we talking teams? Are you switching sides? Wanna come with me? Look at the smile.
What's up, YouTube? What's up, Raider Nation? It's your boy, Mr. Raider Kid 24 here, and what a time it is to be alive. What a time it is to be a Raider and a Raider fan right now. Let's talk free agency. You saw the three players in the intro. You know who they are. We got ex-Ravens offensive lineman Kalimsi Ozamali. I'll eventually get his name right, but we all will call him KO because he likes to knock people out, as he said. Bruce Irvin, Super Bowl champion from the Seattle Seahawks. Obviously makes sense when you think about Ken Norton Jr. From his time in Seattle. And then Sean Smith, cornerback from Kansas City. Let me recap the days, okay? I found out about Ozamali first thing in the morning, 7 o'clock, got the notification. I was up making breakfast, and I went berserk. It was Tuesday. Free agency hadn't even started yet. I knew teams were going to start talking to people, and boom, we broke the bank, and we came swinging, and we got a home run in the first inning. And what a player he is. This guy can play any position on the offensive line. Why he's so valuable, why he was the best offensive lineman in the free agent class, and possibly on his way to be one of the best in the league. He could play guard, he could play tackle, probably even center for God's sake. But this guy is a legitimate all-star in the making. Then you go and you get Bruce Irvin out of nowhere. Honestly, I didn't think the Raiders had a chance, or even looking towards Irvin. I really didn't think about it too much. I just thought after what he said and after the money Jaguars had that he would either go to Atlanta or Jacksonville, but which almost was the case until we came in the third inning and swung the bat and hit another home run and got Bruce Irvin. Then after that, you know, all of Raider Nation on Twitter was not ranting, but jittery and very much emotionally hyped and wired to the bone, knowing that we got two good players. Let's go get a cornerback. Janoris Jenkins got signed by the Giants with a ridiculous contract. Kind of scared us all. Excuse me. Knowing that Jenkins was getting $12 million a year. Where was Smith going to be along with that? Well, we got him 4-year, $40 million deal. And I'll talk about more about the contracts in a minute. I didn't find that out until Thursday morning, early, 5 o'clock in the morning. Found out that Sean Smith is going to be a Raider and he's coming back to Cali. Fun little known fact, and he's actually from Pasadena. He's actually down the street. This guy's a hometown boy. He's back in Cali, so I guess we were battling with the 49ers, and I'm pretty sure, he didn't want to go play in that ugly red and gold. Black and silver is where it's at. 3 free agents, and we're not done yet. I'm not sure how much money shout out to Raider Central, Raider Mikey, Night of the Shield, Byron. I've been watching the videos since I've been slacking on mine, trying to see what they thought about things. Knight is hyped, Mikey's happy, Byron's also very pleased. Mikey, I'm going to take a point from each of their videos. What I really liked was that Mikey pointed out about our possible cap space. So where are we going to go after now? What are we going to go after? You know, there's talks that we're in relation with Weddle. Bruce Irvin was already trying to go and recruit Weddle, which was awesome. Watching that on Twitter conspired, the way he was trying to get him on board, kind of like how we saw with Tuck a couple years back. It's great that these players want to be Raiders. If it's true that we only have 20 mil, 14 million left, because we did re-sign Marquette King, we did sign these 3 players and front-loaded their contracts. How much room do we have left? There's still some really good talent left on the market, in my opinion. If you take down our needs were a linebacker. Excuse me, we did need a cornerback, obviously, and offensive lineman, since Donald Penn might not return. I think that's where we should turn our focus. Safety, maybe re-signing Donald Penn if we can. Some of our own, Jamarcus Webb, Andre Holmes, Rod Streeter, just today, like an hour ago, announced that he signed a 1-year deal with the Kansas City Chiefs. People are kind of upset. I get the fact that going to a division rival is always upsetting. It's never good. But we didn't really lose much, and I felt like he can produce more elsewhere. He is a guy who I feel like could be a starting receiver. He just needs the proper place and proper quarterback to get him there. But there's guys like Nick Fairley, Terrence Knighton still on the market, Russell Okun, offensive tackle. I think that's why the offensive lineman really, I mean, the tackle position, left tackle in specific, the market hasn't really jumped up yet because these players are still there. They're waiting for one player to get signed to see what the value is, where people are going to be looked at upon. So Chris Long is still there. That was, a dream player that we'd all want to see on the Raiders, but I don't think it's going to happen. Some other safeties, Reggie Nelson is still available. I think he almost led the league in interceptions last year. It's a veteran. We don't need superstar talent at safety. I feel like you throw anybody back there, maybe even with veteran presence, will be helpful to build off on that secondary. So you can't replace Woodson, just like Knight said. You can never replace a man like that, but you can fill a need and fill a hole, and why not fill it with some veteran presence like Woodson was, and that worked out for us. That man was balling out each and every game, hurt or getting picks and everything. So that's where we stand. Weddle's probably on our radar right now. Donald Penn, I'd like us to re-sign him, man, because our offensive line would be stacked with talent. And then you put Penn back at left tackle, Gabe Jackson at left guard. You have Ronnie Hudson in the middle. Then you put Osamele at right guard or right tackle, and then you flex whatever if we bring back Jamarcus Webb or if Menelik Watson can actually stay healthy, and we can see what that kid can do as well. So it's very exciting. You never know what we can address in the draft as well. So very looking forward to that. Bruce Irving now. Bruce Irving, why the signing is such a surprise, but also very, very pleasing, is that now Mac has a I'm going to stop there before I sound retarded. He's got a guy on the other side of him to really help him out, that when Mac gets double teamed and now Irving's going to get one-on-one matchups, the dude can win those matchups and get sacks himself. Which sets up either way, it's a lose-lose for the team that we're going up against, because their quarterback's going to come to the ground. You still got Dan Williams in the middle, Justin Ellis, and if we add another player, you can look forward to that. And cornerback Sean Smith, man, it's self-explanatory. David Amerson played well. I want to see him start as either a 1 or a 2. I think Smith will come in as our number 1, and seeing those two ball out, I don't know if Hayden's going to stay on the team or not throughout the rest of the offseason, but if Carey is still at a corner, if we don't move him to safety, you see them flex in and flex out, and whoever we pick up in the draft. It will be very interesting to see where these players are placed, but if they can perform to the contracts again. Let me talk about the contracts real quick, because this is very important. What Reggie McKenzie has done. I know we've all had our concerns about when he came in and how he drafted and what friends he brought in right away, and Dennis Allen being our head coach. Yeah, we all gave him a lot of shit. We wanted him fired after the first year. We were being bittered. We were sad that Al Davis had died and that Hugh Jackson wasn't given a second chance. We were mad. So we didn't really welcome him with open arms, needless to say. But look what he has done. And we can all take the crow for this, because I used to get so much hate about Reggie McKenzie on the videos. This guy has led us to this moment to where we feel great and we have money. And now with these contracts, what he did here, like Knight said, to quote Knight, they are all pretty much 2-year deals, which makes sense, right? He got Al-Somali for a 5-year, $60 million deal with incentives, like making the Pro Bowl and things like that. I really like how McKenzie does that, gets the player motivated, to earn those extra bucks at the end of the day. Smith is a 4-year, $40 million deal. Bruce is a 4-year, $37 million deal. So all the big money is in the first 2 years of these contracts, and then after that we can release them if they don't pan out to be good and not really be hurt at the end of the day with dead money like we were in the past. Reggie McKenzie got us out of that situation with a lot of players like Jamarcus Russell. And look where we're at now. We're signing free agents, and players want to come to Oakland for the first time in, I don't know, maybe since the Super Bowl year, the years before that in 2000, the players want to come to the Raiders to play football and not just end their careers. We're no longer a joke in this league, and it's looking good. The Denver Broncos have collapsed. I know their defense is still intact. Defense won their championship. Their offense was horrible before. Now it's even worse. They required Mark Sanchez. But I strongly believe that the AFC West is up for grabs. The Chargers could take the AFC West, and the Chargers were ass, and I feel like they'll continue to be ass. Even though they did well by signing Travis Benjamin, that will help them out, obviously. But still, they have a lot of holes to fix on their defense and offense. The Chiefs, they kept their whole defense intact except for Sean Smith, pretty much. The offense is still there. They signed Rod Streeter. It's going to be a battle this year with the Chiefs. And we'll see if the Chiefs show up as the same team they did when they left the playoffs. Hot team, 11 wins in a row. Or will we see the Chiefs that us real Raider fans in our hearts, maybe the fanboys, know what they're capable of, and that's simply a 7-9, 8-8 record every year. I feel like a few games last year, they skipped by and they won football games. A win is a win at the end of the day, though. Their record will tell you that. But in my case, I feel like the Raiders have a legitimate shot to make the playoffs now. It's our time. This is our division to lose. The football gods had said, I'm taking Peyton Manning. It's your turn. Carr needs to progress. The defense needs to progress. And the receivers need to progress. We still need a complimentary back. That's, of course, we could look to the draft. If it is Ezekiel Elliott at 14, or maybe Paul Perkins from UCLA falling to us in the second and third round. I really like that kid, and I've watched plenty of them. But I'll get more about draft later on. I'm jumped. I'm happy. This is like my 4th time making this video, and every time I've made the video, each take, I'm just happy and as happy as can be. I'm smiling. I feel great. And I've been sporting my Raider gear every day. I don't care. It's like Christmas time, man. Opening gifts, finding out that your team is now contenders again, and people are starting to take that. We're not going to get the respect we deserve from social media, from ESPN, from NFL Network, except for those Raider fans that are analysts. They will give us the time of day. But to the other people, it's fine. You know what? We'll do our thing, and we'll let our record and our team speak for itself. And that's what you got to think about at the end of the day. Well, guys, I want to know what y'all think. What do you think about what Reggie McKenzie and Jack Doyle have been able to do so far? And this is day 4 is coming. This is mid-day 4 of the free agency. There's still at least a week left till things start to really die down. Players are taking visits. I know Weddle might make a decision by Monday. He wants to visit, look at schools, rosters, cities. He wants to really weigh his option. He does have a pretty big family, and I can understand that. If we do sign Weddle, I'll be happy, because that's another great player to add to the defense in which we have a big hole at. So, guys, that's my time. I'm Mr. Raider Kid. If you liked this video, leave a like. Comment down below what you think about so far in free agency. Who are your free agency winners and losers? Who else do you want to see us maybe go and grab? Are you satisfied? What's your grade? My grade for the Raiders is an A. You got to give them an A. They filled needs, even bigger holes, and they got five-star, if not 4.5-star talent on the market. And then 3 out of the top 10 free agents available. And they didn't overpay. I mean, look what the Giants did. Yeah, they got Oliver Vernon, Janoris Jenkins, but man, $100 million in guaranteed money. That's crazy. Jaguars, but the only thing about the Jaguars is they've done this for years. They've gotten players to come to Jacksonville for years, but they're still the same team. It's going to be up to the players that they perform. I think if Jacksonville plays its cards right, the Jaguars actually might be a really good football team, along with the Oakland Raiders. And people are going to be very shocked when they hear those words. Jacksonville and Oakland in the playoffs? I feel it. All right, guys, leave a comment down below. Share, like with the rest of the Raider Nation, man. Let's get to 1K. We're on a mission. By draft. Remember that. Shout out to Raider Mikey, for, always showing support. Knight of the Shield, Byron, Cameron P., Real Raider way. Alex does it 24 for, giving me the heads up on Bruce Irving. If it wasn't for him, I would have found out like 10 minutes late. But I was on it. I was on it that day with him. Shout out to everybody, all the Raider vloggers. Thank you guys for watching. If you're here still at 15 minutes or so on this video, I appreciate the support. Shout out to my boss if she's watching this. I didn't cuss. You're welcome. Alright guys, that's my time. It's Raider Nation, silver and black till we die. I'll catch you guys in the beginning of the week. I'll make another video, unless something big happens. Let's hopefully get Eric Weddle, make this team even better. Love you guys. Thank you for watching. I'll see you later. And just win, baby.